So I'm on a little bit of a quest today, and that quest is to take this limo, which is a SUV limo, maybe like a Ford Edge limo. I've never seen a Ford Edge limo, but take this thing and basically make it as fast as I possibly can. I think that could be a lot of fun. Limos and speed don't necessarily go together. I think Forza has taught us that over the years, but I'm going to try my best. You might hear my daughter in the background. She's supposed to be sleeping, but she is instead whimpering and singing at the same time, so sorry. Kids are weird. Let's go carbon fiber. Monocoque carbon fiber, that has always been the lightest combination. And when it comes to engine, we'll just try to keep it somewhat realistic. Now, this thing would probably be front wheel drive, but I'm going to go all. It's time for a new engine. Well, the obvious choice would be whatever fits. Let's try to get all-wheel drive in here, and just for the sake of trying to figure out what fits and what doesn't, we can get the biggest four-cylinder we can. What about a V8? Not going to fit with width. So because width is our issue, we can actually get away with an overhead cam engine, and it doesn't even have to be small. We have a 22-liter V16. That's a little bit of power. I think I'm going to turn things down a little bit just to make it manageable. V16 is too much. We're going to do V10 instead. Okay, so I was having a lot of issues with that V10, and I've decided to swap in an engine I made a long time ago. This is a V8 twin-turbo that makes 7,000 horsepower. Yes, please. It, realistically, I mean, it makes about 5,000-ish, but at the very, very peak, it's rocking 7,000 horsepower with a lot of redness over here. This is one of those engines I used in my, like, max power build off thing that I did, so I think that's going to be enough for this. 7,000's gotta be good enough. This engine is going to be destroyed whenever they finally get out that update, the one with the superchargers, but for now, I think it's going to do its part just fine in this limo. Somehow we're going to have to fight for traction. So most of the limos are either black or white. We're going white just because it's easier to see. And time for a bit of a design. Now, I figured that this thing is supposed to be luxurious and fancy and all that, so I'm just going to try to do like a very modern style, for better or worse. Probably worse. Definitely worse. Been so long since I made a video on automation, I almost forgot how to play this game. Oh man, it feels good to be back though. Creating abominations, as I always do. Oh yes. Now things still need to be recolored, but I think you kind of get what I'm throwing down here. Even after all these years of playing this game, the stuff that can be made sometimes surprises me, and this is chief among those. What in the heck is this? But it's pretty cool. It's just way, way overdone. And that's the way I like it. Okay, let's put on some very, very modern and overdone wheels. Wow. Wow. Yes. Yes, please. Now it's looking a lot more like a Hot Wheels car than anything else, but that is mint. That's 24s. Oh man, we could do better than that, can't we? Okay, so I basically just ran through the rest of the build real quick so that we have all this stuff in here, including ridiculously large exhaust pipes because this thing is way, way too fast, but we'll get to the back in a bit. This is going to be the ride height, I think, unless I do some advanced setting stuff over in the suspension that is as low as it can physically go, while also having these very, very large wheels. It's two 65/45 R24s, which is huge. The engine is in the front, but it's kind of like way in the middle for some reason. I don't know why that's so far back there. Maybe that's what it takes to make this body work. I am going to change that though. Just by going to the advanced settings, you can actually go here and then move the thing. Okay, with a little bit of engine position wiggling, I have managed to get it actually into the right place. So that drive shaft is about 3 stories tall, which is great. And the exhaust pipes are ridiculously long, but at least it's in the right place. Okay, let me just quickly go ahead and add a bunch of detail to this. It's going to be a little bit of one of those tutorials on how to draw stuff where it's like, draw the rest of the owl or whatever. BRB. Okay, details abound. We got mirrors, we got wipers, we got door handles, we got tail lights, which are massive and kind of remarkably similar to some of the modern vehicles these days. I didn't even intend for that. These are like ancient style lights, but they totally work, so they're there. Exhaust pipes are sticking out too much. I was debating with myself on whether or not this is like a stealth build or not, but maybe not. But yeah, there we go. I think that's probably going to be it for the design. It doesn't need to be fancy. That's good enough. All right, what can we do with the drivetrain to make this thing quicker? So, because I skipped ahead a little bit, we've already gone ahead and done some stuff. We got all-wheel drive advanced with the dual clutch, 8 speeds. We're gonna need it with this much power. Taking a look at the charts, I think we can do a little bit more than 300 and whatever I had it at. Oh yeah, lots more than that. So she's topping out at about 547.3 kilometers an hour, which is quick to say the least. That is a lot of gears and a lot of, yeah, we'll just pretend that that's not there. I think everything here is going to be fine. Basically the issues are just like brakes and stuff, which I have yet to get to. So wheels, pretty much as big as they can be. I think if I make these bigger, it makes it worse. Although we're probably going to need that rear grip. Different sized wheels on all-wheel drive cars, not really making a lot of sense, but it should be okay. This is a game. Yeah, brakes are ridiculously inadequate for the speed that we're pushing. We're going to need to... Actually, it's the size that's the issue. Let's get that size up. That is a lot better. Anybody ever seen 6-piston rear brakes and front brakes? It's like 3 on each side. Crazy. But that's what it takes. Yeah, that's pretty much the best front brakes I can possibly get. Full size, full power, full race, full quality, and there we are. A little bit of downforce, nothing crazy. I don't want too much downforce. Give a touch of the old brake airflow, just a little touch. I could also go into this and then make the tech pool crazier, but I'm just gonna leave it. We got basically, what is this, 339 seats? That's a decent amount of seats. Luxury interior. I basically just filled this up as much as I can to try and make it more realistic weight-wise, and then full safety, full everything. Weight distribution is probably fine, 50-50. Everything here is already tuned, and then let's take a look. 7,000 horsepower, 3,000, that is very heavy. Wow, that is shockingly heavy actually. Considering this thing is made out of carbon fiber, that is a lot of weight. Mostly in the front as well. For reference, that is 6,827 pounds. Yikes. It's almost as much as the new BMW M5. Alright, let's send this sucker into BeamNG and see if it even drives. Hopefully so. Hopefully I don't have to like edit files or something to make it work. It almost looks like a minivan. Except the front face is ridiculous. I love it. Okay, this is gonna be cool. Well, I'm happy to report something, and that is, it seems to be functional. The engine doesn't blow up, and the steering steers. I'm just using a controller for this, so don't expect anything crazy, but... it actually works. The camera is way too zoomed out, but it's darn quick. Oh my goodness. So, I'm here at the Utah map in the touristy area, because I thought it would be fun to take a limo to tourist zones, but time for a tour. Oh, this might be the quickest tour, or the quickest way to die, maybe. I don't have any particular metric where I was like, yeah, this thing needs to be this quick, and it needs to be able to do this, and whatever. It was more just like, let's see what you can do if you put ridiculous power into a limousine, and that's basically where we are. Like, there's nothing else to this. It's power and nothing else. Oh, a car dealership, yes. Let's just go on like a scenic tour. That could be the fun thing that we do. Scenic tours with the fastest limo on the planet. This V8 sounds darn good, by the way. Oh yeah, when we're doing this tour, you better be looking out the window, because blink and you're gonna miss it. We're currently doing 130-ish on the canyon roads, which is not really what you want with a vehicle that's this long and a drive shaft that's that long. Oh my goodness. So I think, I mean, if you watched my last video, which was on my sim rig build part 2, you definitely should watch it. It was a lot of fun to make that. then you would know that I said I was going to be doing VR stuff. But unfortunately, the headset that I was given does not seem to work well with AMD cards, at least not the current iteration of it. So I've reached out to the company that sent it, and they have not replied yet, but hopefully we can get that sorted. But it was not fast enough to get done for today. I'm super hyped for VR. I really want to try it with the sim rig and also with some racing games, but not today. So instead, we're just back to classic automation stuff, and that's what it's all about here. It's been so long since I've been consistent with videos. I really, really want to get back into it, so that's why this video is out now, because I miss this. I really miss making these videos, so hopefully you're enjoying. I really want to bring the channel back a little bit, and I need to shout out my YouTube members and patrons. It's been a long time. That being said, I just hit a rock, so minor inconvenience. Good thing we just ran into AJ's Auto Repairs, although the things are closed. Oh, exhaust is open. If you're brave enough. Come on, come on. Yeah, I don't think they're going to be able to balance this. They might. We could get our exhaust done. One thing about these tours is I really don't think this limo would be passing many gas stations. We are going to be stopping at every single one. With this much power, this much boost, she drinks. And also hits trees very well. Another car dealership, yes! Every car dealership shall be seen by us. This one looks a little bit dead. There's nothing really here to see. But it's a stop on the tour. So it turns out that building a 700 or 7,000, yikes, 10 times what my previous guess was there, 7,000 horsepower limo is a lot easier than you think if you have an off-the-shelf V8 that you've already created for something else and you just slap it in there. I'm surprised that this thing can take such a big engine. I'm excited by that prospect. I actually think this engine might only be like 6 liters or something like that. It's not even that big, but it's still kind of ridiculous. I might just start putting this thing in everything. Why not? Boys, I'm gonna wrap this video up here, but I'm extremely thankful that you watched it. Thank you for making it this far. Return to form a little bit, bringing things back, as I always try to. Trying to get the hype going again with the channel. Thank you to everybody who stuck it out over the course of the last couple months as I've been ridiculously busy. That busyness has not stopped. I'm still super busy, but I've been like missing this as a creative outlet, and it's about time that I just started making more videos and playing more games and having more fun with you. So, see you again next time.